Hey everyone, it's Kino here. Thanks for tuning in to Living the Yogi's Life, where I share with you how to live the yoga lifestyle in every moment. It's a passion of mine to share what it means to be a yogi in the world, to live the yoga lifestyle, not just to do the poses or to put your leg behind your head or to do a really good handstand, but to really be open to kind of the deeper message of what yoga means. Now, yoga as a philosophy takes for granted that each of us is at our deepest and most fundamental level, whole and perfect. So that means you too, that we are each of us whole and perfect, and we have this sort of divine essence inside of ourselves, kind of this divine spark. And our whole lives, for whatever reason, have been broken up by doubt or broken up by insecurities. I talk to so many people who have doubts about themselves, doubts about their basic worthiness. So the yoga practice is really here to tell you and to help you experience your basic worthiness, to understand that you are strong and you are beautiful and you are whole and complete as you are, and that your heart contains so much love and so much strength. And through the yoga practice, you kind of get the keys to those hidden chambers inside of your heart where all your love and all your happiness and all your joy really lies. The yoga practice is not actually trying to change you into something other than who you already are underneath all of those doubts. Somebody asked me recently, where do doubts and insecurities come from? Like, where do they come? Do they have to happen from a life event? Not necessarily. I mean, I feel like all of our doubt on one level is really a separation from that divine essence, from the divine spark of creation. So when we are separated from our source, when we are separated from the divine origin of our being, then we have doubt, because that separation is fundamentally untrue. We are whole and divine and perfect creatures, and it is the yoga practice that helps you really tune into that. So today I want to share with you a practical application of this inner experience, because we need to sort of retrain our minds to attune ourselves into that vibration of wholeness, into that vibration of perfection, into our natural right to be connected to that divine spark within ourselves. So the way that I'm going to share this gift with you is every day I'm going to be assigning a yogi's mission, a yogi assignment. If you're a yogi in the world, you have to take on this assignment if you want to. If you want to join the movement, if you want to join the mission, if you want to be a part of this army of yoga stars that we are, if you want to shine bright, jump on board and take me up on this challenge. I'm going to be assigning a yogi's assignment, hence the name, Yogis Assignment, every day. You can follow it on Instagram, you can follow it on Snapchat. I'll be sharing them with you here on YouTube too, but if you want them every day, tune in on Snapchat and Instagram, and I'll be giving you a Yogis Assignment and checking in to see how everybody's doing. And just now, we've started this mission, and there's already 5,000 people every day taking the Yogis Assignments. So I'm gonna share with you what is one of the most inspiring ones that's happened so far. The Yogis Assignment that I gave a few days ago was on forgiveness. So your assignment, and you want to join now, you can do this assignment right from today, the Yogis Assignment, forgiveness. So today, look in your life and see where are the places that you need to bring in this energy of forgiveness. Number one, you could forgive someone else. Because, we all experience hurt, or someone hurts our feelings, or they stand us up or don't call us back, or someone says, hurtful things towards us, or we've experienced even really big traumatizing things in our life. And we carry that negativity around with us, we, hold on to anger, hold on to resentment, hold on to illness. It's really harming us the most. So take that first step and see, is there someone that you can forgive today? Is there someone who's raised their voice at you, someone you think is a mean person, that you can just say, you know what, I forgive you? Because I believe, and I truly believe this, that nobody really intends to hurt you. And even if they do, it's only because they're hurting themselves so much. So forgive them, because they really do not know the negative impacts of their actions. And if they truly, truly did, my belief is that they wouldn't do it. So forgive them. And then be free. Be free of the burden of that anger and negativity, and let that healing come from you. So that's the first step of forgiveness. The second option of forgiveness is to ask yourself, if you have been the perpetrator against someone else, like have you spoken harsh words to someone else? Have you gone into the world and, made the mistake and hurt someone? I mean, I'm not perfect. I constantly make mistakes. So today, look at those mistakes and see, is there one that I'm not taking responsibility for? And then go and apologize. but don't expect the apology to like open the floodgates and you guys walk off into the sunset together. Once a heart or a friendship has been hurt, it takes more than just one apology to really heal that damage. But let it be the first step and offer it with no expectation. So be honest with yourself and say, is there someone that I need an apology? I need to offer an apology. And then go ahead and offer them that apology. So that's number 2 of the Yogis Assignment. You can choose one out of these levels of forgiveness. The third option to complete the Yogis Assignment of forgiveness today is you can forgive yourself. We are so, mean to ourselves. We beat ourselves up, myself included, like we don't practice yoga one day and we think, oh man, I'm a bad yogi. And we get like yoga guilt, or you eat unhealthfully for a week or something, and then you feel like, man, why have I done this? I'm such a bad person. Or you have some sort of like guilt that we think we're inferior because we're not, creating recipes and writing blogs and conquering the world. But you know what? We're all just good. You're good exactly as you are. So forgive yourself. Let yourself off the hook. We're all out there doing the best we can. You're doing the best you can. I'm doing the best I can. It doesn't mean we don't stumble and fall. It doesn't mean we do a headstand one day and then we fall out of it the next day. Some days the leg's going behind the head. Some days it's not. Forgive yourself. Let yourself off the hook and recognize that your intention is what matters. It's not the shape of the poses in the yoga practice. It's really how you feel inside. So practice forgiving yourself. Forgive yourself, forgive someone else, or ask for forgiveness. Do it today. Take this mission of the Yogis Assignment. Be sure to tune into my Instagram and my Snapchat and get these little assignments every day. Now, I said that I would be ending each of these Living the Yogis Lifestyle videos with a viewer question. So, I've got a viewer question today. This is an email from a student of mine who joined my workshop in Dubai. Hi Steph, how's it going? Thanks for submitting your question. Please feel welcome to send me your questions. Send them to me on Instagram, on Snapchat, leave them in a comment below in this video, or send me an email on my website and I'll, choose one for the next video. So Steph's question is, how can she be more forgiving of herself? Well, this is so appropriate for today's video. She wants to know, how can she be more forgiving of herself? And when tough emotions start to come up, and how can she be less afraid? So afraid of what? And Steph, in your email, you said that you were afraid of life, you were afraid of sharing yourself, you were kind of afraid of success, and I really feel you. We're all afraid on some level. It's like the decision to lay our hearts on the line and share who we are requires such strength and bravery, because you have to be so vulnerable. You have to trust that who you are is enough, and we are so flawed and imperfect. We all have little weird things. Me too. We all have our little weird behaviors and things that we think, oh my God, I can't let anyone see that, or like they're not gonna like me. So we mask over ourselves, and we have to understand, you have to know in your heart that you are perfect. You are God's creation. You're divine. You're whole and complete. And you're here for a reason. And everything in your life is unfolding for them. Once you can recognize that, you can relax and say, you know what? I'm weird, but like everybody else is weird too. So if you can accept your own weirdness and you can accept your own sort of strange private behaviors and say like, I'm cool with that, then you're cool with the world, because how we accept ourselves is how we accept the world around us. So the first thing is, don't try to make your fear go away. I would recommend that you share your fear and you feel it. Don't try to put it in a corner, because your fear is your vulnerability. It's that little sort of tender, aching heart that says, I'm a little afraid to say this, but say it anyway and see what happens, And the people who love you and support you and want to build you up, they're going to embrace your fear, and they're going to embrace it with love, and you're going to feel finally seen for the first time in your life when you share yourself 100%, and then someone sees you in that honest, raw authenticity, and it will feel like an affirmation of the wholeness and completeness of who you are. This is why we're doing the practice. You can have that moment of bravery, and you won't be afraid to share yourself in that moment. And I think we can all relate to that. Think about the last time you were about to say something that was really personal, and then you just kind of held it back like, oh, I better not. See if you can find that moment again. And then instead of holding back, just take a breath. root down into the inner body, into the pelvic floor, and then be brave and share it with no attachment. If someone rejects you, then that's a reflection of them. And if they accept you, you'll feel, that you've nothing to hide, that the truth of yourself sort of sets you free. It's an amazing experience, and I hope you're strong enough to go through that and to be brave and be authentic and be vulnerable and be a yogi shining bright in the world. So thanks for joining me on Living the Yogi's Life. I'm going to be sharing these videos each week with you, so definitely submit your questions so we can share this journey together. Do your Yogis assignments, let me know how it's going. And I hope more than anything that you're inspired to shine bright, to be a yoga star in the world, to live the yoga lifestyle moment to moment, to make your world a more peaceful place. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.